I'm Nick Dittmeyer, these are the Sawdusters, and you're watching No Huntsville.
All right, we're good.
Good start.
Joe, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, this is Tom.
I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville 2015, another show here at our new studio, located 111 Maple Avenue, right next to the Brew Stooges, of course. Always supporting those guys. Over there by Copper Top and the Lincoln Mill is where we're at now. So if you haven't been over to Brew Stooges, please come down and check those guys out. Also see our episodes on nohuntsville.com and soon to be streaming our content on spice-radio.com as well. That's coming soon. We'll get more details on that. Right. And today we have the local Huntsville band Property in here to talk about their music, talk about some upcoming shows, and let us know what's going on. Guys, thanks for coming in and talking with us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
And of course, we're drinking Monkey Knot, so big ups to Straight to Ale, everybody.
Yep.
Oh, somebody else is drinking stout.
I got the stout.
All right.
Milk stout.
So we got a little representation here.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. So who's the brains of this operation?
We don't have brains.
Is this not a brains type operation?
No,
We don't think so good.
Well, wait, for people that don't know Property or haven't listened to those guys or wasn't at Copper Top the other night, tell us about what the band's about, how long you guys been together, and what's this reuniting that we got going on, and how long that's going to last. A lot of question there.
Yeah,
So Sean.
I was a part of the band originally, so I don't know all the history.
All right.
I guess history of the band would be, I guess me and Tommy met skateboarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a bloody mess.
Yeah.
Sprayed him off with a hose.
Yeah. I was coffin riding Chambers, and I hit a sinkhole on the pavement at probably about 50 miles an hour on the board, and ended up under a parked car. And the mutual friend of ours that was coffin riding with me made it, and then came back up and found me under the car and said, "Dude, you're kind of ruined." And I went,
And you're like, let's start a band.
pretty much. Yeah, I was like, let's play guitar.
Music's easy.
We can play punk rock.
I can do this. I can play power chords.
Was that in like 1990?
Oh, dude, what? You
We can never
dates.
remember if it's like 89
89
or
or
90.
90.
It was 89
Wow,
or 90.
that's a long time.
We
Yeah,
should
it
say
was
90s.
long.
89 sounds a lot.
So you guys have like 6 or 7 albums by this point, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, anyway, so he drugged me down to, he was like, "I'll get this friend and we'll get you hosed off." I was like, "Okay." So he drugged me down to Jimmy's house and
The hoser.
yeah, hosed off like all the asphalt and blood out of my wounds, and that's how I met Jimmy. And we kind of hit it off from there, started playing together. I think Travis, didn't you stayed with my mom for daycare or something?
Yeah,
like
she used to
that?
drive me home from school.
Yeah, she'd drive me home from school. And
It's
that's
old school.
we're
Yeah, we're
I
going
mean,
back.
it's like way back.
Don't act like nobody else got a ride home from school. You know what I mean? Like, we've all been there.
Exactly.
But I think you, Neil, and Tommy
We're trying to get
were
some-
already playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were making noise in Neil's garage.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to describe it.
And then I think you were like, "Oh, you play guitar. You should come play music with us." And we had that weird kid that sang about cats, the fear of cats. I remember that was our only song.
Oh yeah, he was right over here somewhere too. Yeah, he was.
It's like a 13-year-old drug addict.
Yes.
Nice.
He was.
Yeah.
That's
all-
that's all frontmen's are, right?
Yeah, we started early. We were just getting right in.
So you guys started playing some music, and you guys played some shows, and you did you recorded some, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your music then, right?
Yeah, there's a couple albums out there.
We got 3.
So 3
3 and
altogether.
a 7-inch that we never made.
Yeah.
And so you guys have a Facebook page right now where everybody can look you up. And can you get your music there, or have links to like a Bandcamp or anything like that?
There's a couple old songs on Bandcamp.
Okay. Which you can find through Facebook.
Yeah.
So look up Property on Facebook to find those links and to hear some of their music. And then, so tell me about how the Copper Top show came about. How did you guys decide to get back together to do that?
That was a good show.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. That was a good turnout.
That's
right?
Good show. So
Getting
best
back
show.
together was
Awesome
like
show.
5 years in the making. I mean, we've been talking
We've been
about
talking
it
about it for a while.
forever. And
Yeah,
everybody
time.
was living their life and doing their own thing, and then it kind of never turned into anything until
It's like either somebody didn't live here, like I didn't live here for a while.
Right.
And then when I came back, I really wanted to do it. get the band back together, like just a reunion show.
Straight up cliche.
We're getting the band back. Yeah,
Get the band back
for the
together.
kids, man. We're here for the kids.
And it took like 2 years, I think. And then, yeah.
Yeah, we talk about when we get drunk at night or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd hang out on the drinking porch beers and be like, dude, let's get the band back together.
Well, there's some bands that are worth getting back together, and I've never heard of you guys beforehand because I just didn't.
What? Where are you from?
I didn't live here for a long time. But then when I saw that show, man, I was blown away. I'm glad you guys got back together. I mean, are you guys going to play more shows in the future? Or?
That's the plan, as far as I'm.
We're just having fun right now.
Yeah.
Everything's about having fun.
Yeah, I think the idea at first was to play the one show. It would be fun, and then like we all just enjoyed hanging out and playing. It's like
Well, I think the turnout was
It was a good
was it
turnout.
better than you thought it was going to be? 'Cause
Yeah.
it seemed
Well,
like,
yeah.
dude, everybody was there.
Yeah.
So
It was like a reunion.
A lot of
it
old
was a high school reunion
A lot of
show.
old
That's really what it came out to be.
It was good.
Right?
It was good. A lot of people came out to shows that don't come out to shows.
Yeah.
It
Right,
was
right.
good, man.
Yeah.
It
And
was
so
good.
you guys do have another show next weekend over at Prototype. Was at Low Mill, right?
Yep. Right.
And you're going to play the same songs. Do you have new songs that you're adding that you didn't play
We
before?
are
have
writing
new
new
songs.
songs
Okay.
currently.
We said after the show that we were going to get together the next Sunday and just practice and see how it went out.
Uh-huh.
And we
We
had
wrote
two
new songs.
songs that time, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
You did one, and then and then Sean had one.
It was crazy though, like after we took that long break of whatever, 10, 15 years, 17 years,
17 years.
we got back together and we stumbled through that first practice, but then like the next practice, we just like there was no time forgotten, like it just gelled and we played songs and we remembered stuff that was 20 years old and it was
Right.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, the first practice was rough,
That one was rough. That one was rough.
but then it started to come together. I was a little nervous.
All right, so what time is the show next week so everybody knows about it? Is there a cover or what's going on with that?
Let's see. It starts at 10 o'clock. It's $6. It'll be, the lineup is Really Loud Hamburgers from here.
Really good band.
Yeah, really awesome
Really
band.
good
Biggie versus Tupac from Birmingham.
We played with them
Also
last
another
time.
good rhythm.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were.
yeah,
That's,
they were good, yeah.
That's Matt Seward's band.
Right.
For people that might know him from the area. And then us, I suppose.
And so if you haven't been
think-
over to Prototype, it's at the Low Mill Arts and Entertainment Building. It's kind of like around the back side of the dock, like go by
Yeah.
the Vertical House and everything. You can get to it that way.
Yeah.
You'll probably see a line
Gravel
out there.
parking lot.
You've been putting some other shows on there, which is really cool. It's kind of becoming a venue now, which is really neat. So more people need to be exposed to that. It's a cool space.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of things over there right now. We've got a real cool thing going with Clockwork Comedy where they do every other Saturday.
Right.
So actually,
We're going to have them in a couple weeks come out here, and they're going to actually do a set here.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, we're gonna be
Sweet.
having that coming up, so
Awesome,
it's gonna be
yeah.
fun.
Can you leave your equipment so they can use this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're just gonna
It'll
have to
be
make
funny.
Work with it. But they're actually going to be going on right before us, before the show on
Oh, all
Saturday
right.
as well. So
Nice.
they'll be on at 8 is when their show starts. So they're
Nice.
going to go from 8 to about 10, and then
Okay.
we're going to pick up at 10 and do the show.
Sweet.
So
You can
it'll
get a
be-
ticket for both shows, too,
Yeah,
right?
you can. Like, you
Yeah,
can
if
pick up
you
a
wanna
ticket
go.
for
Oh, right,
both.
okay.
So if
Okay.
you show up for the comedy and you want to stick around for us and the other bands, you can buy one ticket that'll get you the whole night, or you can just do the comedy, or you can just do the show, whichever you want to do. So
That's cool. So I'm kind of getting that you guys are going to ebb and flow as you kind of go figure out what works for you guys. At least we know for sure you got a show next week. You guys are putting some new songs together. So I think everybody should just watch it for Facebook to see what you guys post, to see what you're doing next, to really watch you guys and where you're going to be. And I think this probably keep stumbling forward and eventually getting more. That's what it seems like it's doing.
Taking baby steps.
But it's really cool. Well, that's great, guys. That's next Saturday over Prototype in Low Mill. Please check these guys out on Facebook. So you guys are going to stick around and play a couple songs for us, right?
yes.
All right, so let's get
Absolutely.
that started. And again, thanks for coming in and talking with everybody here.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you
cool.
guys.
All right, thank you for having us, man.
Sweet.
Monkey knot.
And thanks to Straight Down.
Everybody,
Come on,
is
guys.
here.
Straight down.
I love you.
Delicious.